We are going to have the groundbreaking soon, but before we dig into some dirt, we wanted to talk with some individuals who know a thing or two about performing in the NBA at the highest level and what NBA performance centers can do for a franchise. I want to bring up three special guests that I mentioned earlier in our program for a special roundtable conversation. Please join me in welcoming Hornets head coach Charles Lee, Hornets legend Muggsy Bogues, and of course, Hornets all-time leading scorer and Hornets player enhancement coach Kemba Walker.
Ooh. Ooh.
All right, guys.
My feet can't touch the ground. No. Okay, you with me?
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
All right, so this is designed to be more of a round table, so you guys are free to converse amongst yourselves and leave me out of it, but I'll just kind of get the conversation started. And we're here at what's going to be the new Novant Health Performance Center, and I'm curious what performance facilities look like at the different stages you all entered the NBA. So, Muggsy, when you entered the NBA, what was the idea behind a practice facility, a performance center?
Well, back in our era, it was just basically practice. We had a few equipment in our building. I think our big treatment was mainly getting stem, electric stem. You know, you get electric stem, you felt like you was recovered because of all the things that we go through in terms of the season. But we didn't have many machinery back then. We definitely didn't have hydrotherapy. We had some physical therapy going on, but.
Did you have to walk across the broken glass to get to the facility and everything too?
Well,
no shoes, Converse.
Well, they gave us some little slip-ons that you get from the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah. So they kind of gave us that, but we didn't have much back then. It was mainly all on you. What you think about that, Gat?
Kemba, what about you? What was the idea behind a performance facility when you entered the league?
I mean, I didn't finish that long ago.
You had a long, great career, so when you started, it had to be a little different.
I mean, the place I started in is still there.
Yeah.
It was fine with me. We just didn't have no bathroom. That's the only thing. Yeah, but it's cool. I've been to a lot of different ones. I'm excited to see what this one is going to be like. To see that video was unbelievable. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's super important, for our players, for everyone. Kind of, it's like a home away from home. So, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun.
You mentioned a home away from home. How much time, as an NBA player, as a coach, as a member of a staff, do you really spend in the facilities and what's about to be built here?
I can't wait to hear this. Now, he's got a different perspective now as a coach.
Yeah, it's a lot of time.
A lot's not really a number, Kemba.
I would say like 60%.
Okay.
It's like 60%. Maybe 80 for him. But for me, it's 60. But it's a place that I love to be. It's a place that the players should want to be. It's a place for those guys to get better, keep their minds right, keep their bodies right, and just to improve. That's the overall goal, right? As a pro athlete, is to become the best athlete that you can become, and this place is going to be that place. So, yeah.
It's cool to hear all the well, first of all, to see the video. This is a very exciting day. I'm honored to actually be a part of something like this, to see the commitment from our ownership group to invest in the community, in the team, I think means a lot. And as you get these brand new state-of-the-art facilities, I think it just shows the staff, it shows the players, the commitment to trying to be great at all costs and to give you every resource you possibly can to maximize who you are as a person, who you are as a player, to maximize Charlotte and the Carolinas and everything that we have to give is really cool. It's even great to, I was in Atlanta and we had a practice facility that was connected to the arena as well. So you don't have as many of the bells and whistles and therapy systems and stuff like that and all the technology. But you become a little bit even more grateful when all of a sudden you get this new practice facility. It almost creates this sense of like, oh, okay, like we kind of grinded it out in the dark days of the practice facility in the arena, and now you get this like phenomenal facility to come to because it's their sanctuary. These guys will tell you all that goes on in their lives, all that's going on outside of the gym, all the things that they do in the community. It's amazing. They have families, the whole 9 yards. But when you step in that building, it is like your place to kind of get away, your safe space. And so everyone that's building the facility right now and all the thoughtfulness that goes into it, it's an effort, I think, to just maximize everyone as people, the workspace, bring a sense of togetherness to get everybody under one building. So it's a great thing to see.
I just feel bad for the wives. Because I know that type of facility is going to allow these guys to spend more time in that building because of the recovery. But it's so good to have that because it's so competitive. You know, the NBA is a copycat league. And when you, as Charles just alluded to, he was in Atlanta. He got to see what they go through. And when players understand they have the best of the best facilities and, you know, have opportunity to recoup, to recover quickly, and we have the best physicians in there, I mean, it just helps recruit. It also helps you as a player get back on court that much quicker.
And not just recruiting players, but recruiting talent. I mean, we all see every game day the 15 players that are suited up. We see coach in the spotlight. There's a lot of people that are working behind the scenes that will be a part of this new facility that spend as many or more hours than the players. What, from your guys' individual perspectives, do you feel the impact's going to be on all of them, their lives, their ability to bring the franchise forward in their own capacity?
Yeah, like when you have the tools and your tool bag is just growing now, I think that it helps you just kind of like continuing education. It helps you continue to grow as a person. Know you have all these resources at your disposal, and it's going to help us put it back into the players. You know, I think that they are going to reap the benefits of all the great things that we're going to have in that building. And you know, like Kemba said, we obviously spend a ton of time there now. It's even going to be nice to be able to have a little lounge. And as you're in that lounge, now I get to interact with the front office, or I get to interact a little bit more with the performance staff, or potentially a Novant employee and stuff. And just even seeing the spaces of like, oh, if we have a visitor come to practice, they get a better sight line into viewing practice. And then what way is the media team coming in? It's just going to be like a seamless, I think, well thought out layout. To bring about a little bit more togetherness, alignment, crossing paths, and allowing people to just be as good as they possibly can be at their job.
It's going to be a lot more than just some courts and some racks of balls. There's so much available now for players in this modern era. Kemba, what's something that exists in a practice facility, maybe already exists over there, but we'll have bigger, better versions of here in the new facility that fans don't think of, but is vital to a player and his preparation to be his best out on the court?
It's a couple different things. I mean, just space, to be honest. Like right now, our weight room is pretty small right now. So it only allows a few guys at a time. So now with a bigger weight room, you know, we can have more guys in there. So that'll help out a lot. A pool with a treadmill, you know, that helps a lot. I don't know what else is gonna be in here, but when I was in Boston, actually, they had a saltwater tank, which was really nice. I went in there a couple times. I actually fell asleep in there. It was really, really nice. So hopefully we could get something like that here. So, but yeah, that's it.
I see Rick taking notes. He's got it all. It's all coming together.
Yeah. I should have known.
This is the request time. Let him know whatever you want.
Put it in there.
In terms of the infrastructure to help the organization attract top talent, Kemba, you had a long career. Muggsy, you had a long career. You both had decision points where you could elect to go somewhere else, stay in Charlotte, in terms of what the next step would be in your career. How much does a new practice facility, a Novant Health Performance Center, go along towards bringing the very best in talent to the NBA, where, as Muggsy, you mentioned, it's a copycat league. There's a lot of teams trying to do something like this, and the Hornets going to a whole new level.
It helps, because players want the best. But of course, that ain't gonna be the final decision on their behalf in terms of what they choose. But it always helps when you have the best facilities and you got the best physicians and you have an opportunity to get back on the court quicker, because that's what it all comes down to, having everybody healthy. And I'm quite sure they're not trying to spend as much time in that facility. It's basically to get everybody to stay healthy to where we ain't got to get everybody healthy.
Great call. And to Muggsy's point, players talk.
Yeah.
And so the buzz around the league, no pun intended there, will just be that, you know, the Hornets, they're doing it right. They're doing it the right way. Not only do they have this great facility, but the people that they have within the facility are also top level. That's why they're going to be the premier sports franchise. And an agent comes in the building one day and has a meeting with Jeff or the front office, and they see the facility. Like, when they see that you are doing things the right way and you're kind of growing towards being premier, it's attractive, and you want to be a part of it. It's what wooed me here. And I think that if we just keep doing the right thing for our players by adding this facility and all the other things that we've kind of added since this ownership group has come aboard, those resources, like, it definitely pays dividends.
All right, last question for you guys. This is about the message that you're hearing from what's taking place here today and the work that's being undergone over across the street as well. Once completed, the Hornets are going to operate 2 world-class facilities. We'll have the fully reimagined Spectrum Center, phase 2 of renovations. I'm not sure phase 1 ever ended. Like, every time the lights turn off from a game, someone in a hard hat goes back in there. But phase 2 begins in earnest at the end of this season, and there will be the Novant Health Performance Center. What does the investment that's been made by Rick Schnall and Gabe Plotkin, by our great partners at Novant Health, say to you guys in your roles as players, coaches, alumni of the team? And also, what does it say to the city of Charlotte and the Hornets fans that you guys represent?
Well, to me, I'm sorry.
Now, go ahead, Muggs.
Well, to me, it says they're committed. They're truly committed, not only to bringing a championship premier type of franchise here, but they also committed to uplifting the community. You know, with the partnership with Novant, bringing this performance center here, it's not just for the team and for the organization. I believe it's also for the public. And for them to have that innovative thought to bring this cutting edge type of technology to the uptown, it's amazing.
I mean, same thing Muggs said. They care. You know, they care. They want to make the city great, which we all appreciate. I appreciate. You know, obviously I played for a long time, and you know, I want to see this place go to the top. And that's one of the reasons why I came back. And I'm excited. I'm excited for the future. I'm excited to build with these guys. Get us better, get the Hornets back on. I know the city is ready, so it's gonna be fun.
They said it really eloquently. I would just add growth. Like, to hear the city has grown from what the mayor had to say, the city has grown from, and the team has grown since Muggsy was here, since Kemba's been here, since the ownership group, and like, we're growing and excelling, and we keep climbing, and like, we are competitive, we are resilient. This journey is far from over, but I think at the end of the day, we all want to be the best. We want to be the best city. We want to be the best for the Carolinas. We want to be just overall great. And so, like, that is what I see when I think about Hornets, when I hear about the Novant story, when I think about this ownership group and everything. So
That sounds like Hive mentality to me. Let's hear it for these guys. The coach, Muggsy, Kemba, thank you guys.
thanks, Sam.
Great job.